Hello, good morning to you. This is my whimsical world of Zen, and I'm Ken. And yeah, the record of the year, album of the year, tournament, competition, rolls right on. So yeah, today we've got a couple great records, and that is Jessica Pratt versus Kings of Leon. Both of these records, came out this year, and I'm excited to talk about them. So let's start. All right, well, we have Jessica Pratt, and her album was called Here in the Pitch. Now, I had not heard of Jessica Pratt before, but man, was I ever surprised. Super cool, very super cool, kind of jazzy, Nora Jones-ish. This is her first. This is her fourth album, and yeah, I really enjoyed it. I hadn't heard Jessica Pratt before, as mentioned, and yeah, it's like that sultry kind of jazz vibe going on. And yeah, it was a really great album. Couple of recommendations here. Now, the songs I recommend, there will be a playlist. They will be on the playlist, and that is going to be found in the description. So yeah, you can follow along with all the albums that we've done so far. 24, 5, 6, I don't know, something like that. Certainly not an odd number. I'm an odd number. Yeah, I was born on the 7th, so yeah, right? So let's get to the music. There's a song on there. It was called Better Hate. Now, I'm not sure, the lyrical reference and all that kind of stuff. I'm better at loving than hating. So don't quite get that, but it was really cool. Kind of reminded me of like a old 60s vibe, which was really groovy. And yeah, so it was like a Petula Clark downtown kind of had that vibe. I really enjoyed that song. And there's another song called By Hook or By Crook. And now again, this is like a jazzy, slow, great, sit in a darkly lit room with a bottle of wine. And yeah, I would suggest you do that. And you will enjoy the experience. Jessica Pratt. It was Here in the Pitch again. And yeah, By Hook or By Crook. And now the song was wonderful, but I'm going to go off a little bit. This phrase, by hook or by crook, I was introduced to me in the 90s. Young man living, I had a roommate living in an apartment, and we watched this TV show called The Prisoner all the time. It was from the 60s, real kind of psychedelic show. I mean, I love it. I've watched it plenty of times. And I even have like a little round egg chair kind of thing in my living room, which was inspired from that show. So if you haven't heard of it, which you probably have, but The Prisoner, check that out as well. Old television show, really super cool. So yeah, Jessica Pratt, Here in the Pitch, great record. And they were up against the Kings of Leon, and they have an album called Can We Have Fun Please? So I kind of get that. I assume it's kind of like, you get dragged down by life and or the music industry and that kind of stuff. And like, man, let's just have some fun. Please? Please, can we have some fun? I've definitely been there, and I can relate. So this is the ninth album from Kings of Leon. And I don't know too much about Kings of Leon. They've not really been a band that I'm personally into. But, they have the song like Sex is on Fire. You got to use somebody. That as well. So yeah, I've come to realize that this is a band of family. So Kings of Leon is 3 brothers and a cousin with the surname of Followill. So yeah, it's kind of interesting. Family band. So, they've got that whole life chemistry kind of thing behind them. Now, a couple of songs I really liked. One was called Mustang. Had a really cool bass line to it. I enjoyed that. And there was another one called Ease on Me, which is kind of near the later half of the album. And for me, it kind of took me on an adventure. It was almost like if Jimmy Buffett, right, Margaritaville, if he had joined an alternative rock band, but was still the songwriter. So, yeah, check that out. That will be on the playlist as well, which you'll find in the description. Kings of Leon, this is one of those bands that, is really popular, which is great, and I'm happy for them. But for me personally, their music has just never resonated with me at all, which is rare. I listen to so much different kinds of music. There's almost always something I can pick out of almost anything. But for some reason, there's something about Kings of Leon, and I can't tell you what it is because I don't know. I wish I did. But there's something about this band that just tweaks me, like just something about it. And I was hoping with this album, that would all just was gone, simmer away. But however, that's not the case. And yeah, there's something about Kings of Leon that it's just it doesn't sit right with me. What do you guys think? Do you like Kings of Leon? Let me know in the comments, and I would love to hear about it. I know I have some close friends who absolutely love Kings of Leon, and I just don't. It doesn't sit with me for whatever reason, and that's okay. Nothing wrong with that. It's okay to feel the way you do and to express your feelings the way that you do. And I will be positive. I'm really happy about their band and their success. And like I said, for me, just I wouldn't go to the concert, and that's okay. That is okay. So Kings of Leon versus Jessica Pratt, and yeah, a surprise victory here, maybe for some people watching who have heard these records before. But I'm definitely picking Jessica Pratt. I think this is a great record. Like I said, a bottle of wine, dimly lit room, and this album would just be absolutely wonderful to take in under such environments. Kings of Leon, for me, like I said, there's a couple songs there. Please check them out. They will be on the playlist. And again, overall, it's just one of those situations where it just doesn't sit right in my ear holes for some reason. So there we have it. Moving on from the qualifying round into round one is going to be Jessica Pratt, or Jessica Pratt, if I will. And I did. So yeah, thanks guys for checking this out. Now, as per this new way of doing things, I'm going to do the random draw now for the next two albums that I'm going to take a listen to, and then pick a winner to move on in this 1v1 album versus album tournament for Album of the Year 2024. So yeah, I'm excited for that. Let's see what we got. Random baggy. Random baggy. Oh man, random baggy. I think that's what they called me in high school. It was really interesting. Alright, we got one. We got two. So, first one, one of my all-time favorites. This band just turned 90 this year. Still touring, kicking ass. He's amazing, and that is Willie Nelson. Of course, I love Willie Nelson. I love Lucas Nelson as well. So his latest album, the thing about Willie Nelson, I think this album, like 80 or something, he just releases music nonstop. And man, are we ever lucky to have a person like Willie Nelson in all of our lives. Fantastic. So he has an album called The Border. So yeah, we'll see how that, that's always talked for Texans. The Border, which I've been to. And yeah, quite the scene. Quite the scene. And they are up against, well, this is going to be a fastie and a quickie, but it is No Effects, and their album, which is called Half Album. So we'll see if they get full points or half points. So No Effects versus Willie Nelson, The Border. Willie Nelson's The Border. So yeah, if you guys want to check that out, listen to those. The next video, I'll do a review, and one of those albums and artists are going to be moving on in the 2024 tournament. Thanks for checking this out, guys. I'm Ken. Tell your friends, subscribe, share, do all the stuff. Watch me drink coffee. That was a farce. I don't drink coffee. See you next time.